At 52, Heidi Klum has finally spoken out, and her message is shocking. After years of ignoring rumors, she can no longer stay silent. Heidi is now calling out singer Jessica Sanchez publicly, accusing her of spreading a story that simply isn't true. With one bold statement, Heidi has turned a private misunderstanding into a headline-grabbing confrontation, and fans everywhere want to know what really happened between them. The bombshell that stopped everyone cold. The internet has seen a lot of drama, but nothing prepared anyone for what Heidi Klum did next. At 52, the supermodel who built her entire career on elegance, charm, and staying far away from scandals finally snapped. Without warning, Heidi unleashed a statement so bold, so brutally direct, that the entertainment world froze in shock. In front of millions watching her every move, she called out Jessica Sanchez with 3 explosive words that instantly went viral. She lied to everyone. It wasn't a rumor. It wasn't a leaked message. Heidi said it herself, publicly, and with zero hesitation. The woman known for handling conflicts privately and professionally had just fired a shot that no one saw coming. Social media erupted in seconds. Fans flooded comment sections demanding answers. Headlines exploded across every gossip site imaginable. Why did Heidi say this? What lie was she talking about? And why did she choose this moment to finally speak up after staying silent for so long? Heidi Klum has always been admired for her ability to rise above chaos. She has seen everything in her decades-long career: betrayal, rumors, jealousy. Yet, she never allowed herself to be pulled into messy public fights. Until now. This wasn't a slip of the tongue. This wasn't an overreaction. This was a warning shot, and the beginning of a war no one expected. 2 stars, 2 completely different worlds. Heidi Klum and Jessica Sanchez come from completely different universes. Worlds so far apart that a collision should have been impossible. Heidi is a global fashion icon, a woman who turned a supermodel career into a powerhouse brand. She has walked the most prestigious runways, hosted award-winning reality shows, and earned respect as a businesswoman with decades of success behind her. Heidi Klum is Hollywood royalty, known everywhere, admired by millions, feared by no one. Until now. Jessica Sanchez, on the other hand, comes from a very different path. She burst into the spotlight as a teenager on American Idol, her voice capturing the nation's attention. For a moment, she was America's favorite underdog, the young star who almost beat the odds. But after reality TV fame cooled, she faced the harsh truth of the entertainment world. Staying relevant is harder than getting noticed. While Heidi continued rising, Jessica had to fight to simply remain visible. Their careers shouldn't intersect. One dominates fashion and television, the other fights for a place in music. But fate and one unexpected encounter tied their stories together. Jessica saw Heidi as a symbol of everything she wanted: power, respect, and a permanent place in the spotlight. That admiration slowly twisted into frustration, and eventually into a story that would ignite a storm across the internet. 2 women, 2 reputations. One explosive conflict that neither of them saw coming. The lie heard around the internet. It all began so quietly, on a podcast that nobody expected to make headlines. Jessica Sanchez sat there talking about her career, her struggles, her rise on American Idol. But then, she dropped a bomb. She brought up a moment involving Heidi Klum, one that painted Heidi as cold, arrogant, and shockingly dismissive. Jessica claimed that during a backstage encounter, Heidi looked her up and down, insulted her work, and treated her like she didn't belong in the same room. According to Jessica, Heidi made her feel small, invisible, like a nobody. At first, the story barely made a ripple, but as the clip spread on social media, everything changed. Fans were outraged. Posts accusing Heidi of being fake nice and two-faced flooded Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Hashtags formed, commentary channels took over. Jessica suddenly became the voice of the mistreated underdog. And Heidi? She became the villain in a script she never agreed to. The attention Jessica gained was massive. People who hadn't talked about her in years were suddenly defending her with passion. Her story was emotional, heartbreaking, and easy to believe. After all, in a world obsessed with status, who hasn't felt overlooked? But through all the noise and trending chaos, Heidi stayed silent. She watched, she listened, and each time that clip went viral again, the anger inside her grew. Until finally, silence was no longer an option. Heidi Klum fights back with fire. When Heidi Klum finally responded, she didn't whisper. She didn't hint. She stormed into the conversation with the full force of her reputation behind her. In a statement that immediately went viral, Heidi called Jessica Sanchez out directly, saying the story she told was completely made up. Heidi didn't sugarcoat a single word. She said Jessica twisted a harmless moment into a dramatic lie just to get attention. And Heidi wasn't just defending her image, she was defending her entire character. Heidi explained that she barely interacted with Jessica at all, and certainly never insulted her. She called the podcast claims a desperate attempt to stay relevant, and fans felt that burn from miles away. For someone known for poise and diplomacy, this was a shocking transformation. Heidi wasn't trying to play nice anymore. She was tired of being dragged into drama she didn't start. Suddenly, the roles reversed. Jessica wasn't the brave truth-teller anymore. She was the one everyone was questioning. Did she exaggerate the story? Was she chasing headlines? Was this entire feud built on lies? Heidi's words cut deep, and the internet felt the impact immediately. Support poured in for Heidi. Friends, co-stars, industry professionals, they all backed her up instantly. They said Heidi is kind, respectful, and would never treat anyone like Jessica described. And Heidi made one thing very, very clear. She will not let anyone build a career by tearing her down. This wasn't just a response. It was a warning. The war isn't over. The moment Heidi fired back, the internet split into two powerful sides, and neither is backing down. Fans rushed into the comment sections arguing day and night. One side accusing Jessica Sanchez of fabricating a sob story for sympathy. The other accusing Heidi Klum of trying to crush a younger star with her influence. The drama didn't just trend, it exploded into a digital battlefield where facts no longer mattered as much as opinions. Jessica refused to apologize. She doubled down, insisting her story was real and that she had every right to speak her truth. She hinted that others had experienced the real Heidi too. Meanwhile, Heidi remained firm, calling the claims ridiculous, hurtful, and dishonest. Every statement turned into another headline. Every reaction fueled another fire. Reputations began to shift. Jessica's image, once centered on talent, became tangled in controversy. People questioned her motives, her honesty, even her career future. And though Heidi has power and respect on her side, even she wasn't immune. A single accusation can leave a stain, and the internet never forgets. This isn't a story with a neat ending. There's no winner yet. Not when both women feel justified and neither intends to back down. The truth remains trapped between memory and perception, between a moment that one woman forgot and another woman never let go. One thing, however, is crystal clear. This battle has only just begun. And until one side finally reveals undeniable proof, the world will keep watching, choosing sides, and asking the same question: who is lying, and who is just louder? When two women in the spotlight clash, the entire world watches, even though none of us truly know what happened behind closed doors. All we know is this: someone is lying. And until the truth comes out, the battle continues. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the next video on your screen for more unbelievable Hollywood drama you won't want to miss.